And now we have our last speaker for this panel, Professor Yoonah Hwang, who is Assistant Professor of Art History in the Fine Arts Division at Pepperdine University. And her topic today is Echoes of the Wind, Dunhuang Banners in Commemoration and Devotion. Please welcome Professor Hwang.
Thank you. I would like to extend my great gratitude to conference organizers and the symposium. I've been already enjoying, the exhibition as well as the symposium. So today, my talk will be about Dunhuang banners, and then. Dunhuang, a flourishing oasis city in northwestern China, served as a crucial nexus of cultural exchange along the Silk Road during the medieval period. Among the numerous artifacts discovered in Cave 17, or also called the Library Cave of the Mogao Caves, painted banners offer unique insights into intersections of religious practice, social life, and artistic production in the 9th and 10th centuries CE. These banners, which served as both ritual implements and offerings, demonstrate how religious art was integrated into communal life and seasonal celebrations. Through analysis of their physical structure, imagery, and dated inscriptions, this study examines two distinct banner typology. One is narrow, and another one is rectangular, and their roles in calendarical rituals, with a particular focus on the Ghost Festival. The dated inscriptions on these banners reveal how families collaborated in merit-making activities. By examining both physical evidence and documentary sources, this presentation demonstrates how banners facilitate expressions of filial piety, preserved family relationship through visual genealogies, and provided an economically accessible medium for religious devotion across social classes. The concentration of dating examples around specific festivals illuminates the intimate connection between artistic production and the religious calendar in medieval Dunhuang. The banners from Cave 17 fall into two main structural categories, anthropomorphic and rectangular banners. The anthropomorphic type mimics human form with the head, body, arms, and legs, commonly depicting Buddhist deities such as bodhisattvas. Their narrow, portable design made them versatile ritual objects. They could serve multiple purposes. Decorating pagodas. So you can see there are two banners being hung on top of the pagodas, and temple interiors and exteriors, marking purified domains. So one on the left image, you can see there is a long staff from which a banner is hung. And then there is if you look closely inside, there is a really small decorative banners hung inside. Or it could be used by monks in the processions as well. The significance of these banners is evident in depiction of bodhisattvas guiding soul to salvation, where the figures hold the banners, mounted steps, emphasizing their role as symbols of movement and spiritual guidance. The rectangular banners, the second major type, lack anthropomorphic features and were reinforced with textile borders for durability. Stein Painting 54 exemplifies this format, with its borders covered in blue, white, red, and purple silk. Unlike Chinese hanging scrolls, these banners do not have traditional wooden rollers on the top or bottom, featuring instead loops at the top for mounting. Their flat design was particularly suited for temporary display during communal ceremonies. Unlike the anthropomorphic banners, no contemporary visual records demonstrate how these rectangular banners were displayed. Based on the mounting loops evident in examples like stain painting 54, one on the right on the screen, they were likely suspended from a separate wooden rod or mounted directly on walls. Previous scholarship on Dunhuang ceremonies and holidays has evolved significantly, beginning with historian Tan Chan-shui's foundational work and expanding through Yiding and Alengahu's detailed analysis. Stephen Tizer's comprehensive study of the Ghost Festival has been particularly influential. These scholars, through careful examination of Dunhuang documents, have illuminated ritual culture of the region. Roderick Whitfield's extensive research on their library caves' pictorial materials, analyzing their style, inscriptions, and format, provide crucial context. Building on this scholarship, this presentation examines how painted banners, alongside textual documents, demonstrate the integration of artistic production with religious calendars and social practices. Through analysis of dated inscriptions on these banners, this research complements document-based studies by revealing how festivals and ritual shape the local cultural norms, stimulated banner production, and created merrymaking opportunities across social classes. Dunhuang's religious calendars reveals a city pulsing with ritual activities. The year began with display of banners around the city, or you can set up the white parasol and do the parades, and the lighting of lanterns to ward off evil spirits. The 8th day of the 4th month saw banner offerings commemorating the Buddha's birthday. The 7th month marked a particularly busy period, featuring both the end of the month's summer retreat and the Ghost Festival on the 15th day. The year concluded with the celebration of Buddha's enlightenment before the cycle renewed. Analysis of banner inscriptions reveals compelling patterns in their production dates. Among the 30 to 40 dated inscriptions or dated examples examined in this study, approximately 1/4 cluster around the 15th day of the 7th month. Most banners were created either on the festival day itself or within 2 days prior, with only 2 examples produced a week before. This concentration on production confirms the Ghost Festival's significance in Dunhuang's religious calendar and its role in motivating communal merrymaking through artistic offerings. And also added prayer sheets as well. And the one on the left, far left, is also displayed in the current exhibition. And because some of the prayer sheets are covered with separate sheet of paper, and also there's a hole on the top, so I thought it might be a good idea to include these examples along with the banners. And these 4 examples also made in the same date, in the same year, so I just wanted to include these 4 examples as well. The Ghost Festival, observed on the 15th day of the 7th lunar month, drew its significance from the Buddhist tale of Moggalliyana Sevilla devotion. The narrative recounts his effort to rescue his mother from hell through offerings made during this period when the barriers between the worlds were believed to be very thin. The observation provided communities with a structured opportunity to commemorate their ancestors while accumulating merit for themselves. One notable example is Maitreya Paradise and Music in May, dated to the 14th day of the 7th month in 940, commissioned by Wen Dayan and his 5 brothers for their late father's soul. The brothers' motivation is explicitly stated, quote, pondered whether their late father's spirit might have gone, fearing he might once again be trapped in suffering and unable to be reborn. They encouraged each other to act in filial piety, unquote. The brothers commissioned the offering to ensure the father's rebirth in Maitreya's Pure Land, while also including prayers for their living mother and other family members to benefit from this merrymaking act. So you can see the living mother is represented on the left section, and then their deceased father is represented on the right section. Similarly, an Avalokiteshvara painting from Music in May, which was made 3 years later than the previous example, was commissioned by Ma Chien-jin, a local official who expressed profound longing for his deceased parents and noted the difficulty of retaining their physical appearance in memory. So in this quote, you can see they've been thinking about with affection of my dear parents whose traces have become hard for me to see. So that was a really strong motivation for him to donate or commission this painting. So these examples demonstrate how the fading memories of deceased parents and concern for their afterlife directly motivated such commissions. These banners often resulted from family collaborations during the Ghost Festival season, as exemplified the Harvard Art Museum's Maitreya Paradise painting. Dated 2 years later than the previous example, which is in 945, this work was commissioned by 5 Lee family brothers, including Lee Hung-an. And unlike previous example, this painting uniquely portrays living family members, alongside prayers for deceased ancestors' salvation and blessings for surviving relatives' longevity. So you can see the inscription goes to, they first state the 5 brothers, and then which is followed by their wishes, why they wanted to donate this painting. And then you can see in this donor section, there's 5 Lee brothers being represented in the left section, and then the living parents are represented at the center, and their 4 wives of the Lee brothers also represented on the right section. Stein painting 54 represents an even more comprehensive family portrait depicting 3 generations of Mi family. Mi Endo and his wife, Lady Chow, their 3 sons and wives, 1 daughter, 5 grandchildren, and a granddaughter-in-law. They're all represented in this single painting. So there are couples over here, the 2 daughters-in-law, and there's a representation of a daughter, and 3 sons, and they're all grandchildren and daughter-in-law. So these detailed family portraits transformed the banners into visual genealogies, simultaneously preserving family relationships and generating merit for all depicted members. Stein painting 14, the earliest dated example of Ghost Festival commission, similarly commemorate the deceased nun Yan Hui and her younger brother Zhang Youcheng, confirmed by another inscription that is on the back, demonstrating how painted banners served dual roles as expression of filial piety and communal devotion. While these examples demonstrate the personal and familial significance of banner commissions evidence of a production method reveals how workshops met this devotional demand. Banner production during the Ghost Festival revealed workshop practices balancing efficiency with personalization. Sign painting 14 likely derived from a template similar to one preserved in British Library, so that one is also on display in the exhibition. This practice of template use is further evidenced by stylistic consistency among dated examples from the 10th century CE. The Avalokiteshvara paintings, for instance, share distinctive features such as wide spacing between eyebrows and eyes, and standardized crown designs, and similar jewelry and ornament arrangement. This standardization enabled workshop to meet seasonal demand while maintaining quality. The presence of blank cartouche in many examples suggest workshop prepared banners in advance, allowing for quick customization with donors' names upon purchase. So you can see there are many blanks in these paintings. While the Ghost Festival generated the most intensive banner production, other calendrical ceremonies throughout the year also stimulated demand. First month, the celebration that was done for the first month was mentioned in Paleo manuscript here, 3149. It describes the New Year celebrations requiring silver banners throughout Dunhuang. The manuscript details the banner qualities or quantities and materials. So you can see you have to make 9 banners using silver. So this account recalls sign painting 217, featuring a nearly 4-meter long red damask silk banner with the monumental life-extending bodhisattva painted in silver. Another Paleo document depicting a monastery near Dunhuang suggests New Year's banners were most likely to be displayed on this dragon-headed steps. So I know this manuscript has been quoted by the previous presentation, and here we see really long step with the dragon-headed, and if we see the close-up, it's something, it looks like this. And this is my hypothesis that it can be hung like this. So Dunhuang's religious calendar reveals distinct patterns in banner usage. Rectangular painted banners with dedicated space were primarily used for commemorative events for the deceased family on the 15th day of the 2nd, 7th, and 11th, and the 12th month, while narrow type of banners with anthropomorphic features are produced year-round due to their versatility. The extensive, so you can see those narrow type banner was really used throughout the year. The extensive demand for both type is evidenced by over hundreds banners discovered in Cave 17. Beyond their ritual significance and production method, these banners played a crucial role in democratizing religious practice in medieval Dunhuang. Unlike cave temple construction, an expensive undertaking limited to elite patrons, banners provided an accessible medium for merrymaking across social classes. For instance, a shoemaker named So Jang-san commissioned a modest Avalokiteshvara banner, while Zhang Go-chiao, a mid-ranking infantry commander, commissioned a banner with his brother in 972. These examples illustrate how banners enabled broader religious participation through affordable devotional offerings. The painted banners from Dunhuang reveal sophisticated interactions between religious calendar, social interactions, and artistic production in medieval China. Analysis of dated inscription demonstrated that while the Ghost Festival served as a primary catalyst for banner commissioning, the year-round production of these objects supported diverse devotional needs. The economic accessibility of banners, evidenced by commissions from shoemakers to military officers, enabled broad participation in merrymaking activities across social classes. Meanwhile, efficient workshop practices developed to meet seasonal demand helped establish enduring local traditions in Buddhist art production. Future research might explore connections between banner production and other forms of religious art in Dunhuang, such as sutra copying or the sculpture commissioning. Additionally, comparative studies with other Silk Road sites could illuminate how Dunhuang's banner traditions related to broad patterns of Buddhist material culture. These seemingly humble objects ultimately played a crucial role in mediating between personal devotion and communal celebration, between family commemoration and merrymaking, and between artistic innovation and ritual tradition. Thank you so much.